I'm going to show you a trick to installing the front main seal or the front crankshaft seal on a Porsche 944. My seal is installed, but for this video I have a new fresh seal. So what we would do is, if you have the old seal removed, you would take the new seal and you would start to line it up and just get it barely started. And Porsche sells a tool. It's over $150. It just looks like a Delrin tool. It's very simple. People have made their own tools out of PVC, electrical tape, just using blocks of aluminum and hammers to get the seal in without damaging it. But this is a simple method, and it uses things you already have laying around if you own a Porsche 944. So for this video, we're going to imagine that the seal is not all the way pushed in yet, where it's just barely started with the fingers. And what you want is the seal to be flush on the oil pump housing. You don't want it to be recessed. It can go in another probably 2-3 millimeters, but then you would cover up some oil passages. You don't want to do that. There's conflicting info on the internet as to whether the seal can actually go in far enough to cover those oil passages or not, but ideally we want the seal to be flush. So we've got our new seal and we want to push it in, and we want to use stuff that we already have laying around the shop. So what you do have, you already have a timing gear, so we're going to put that on the shaft. And remember, we're going to pretend our seal's not all the way pushed in yet. And what you do probably already have is an old oil pump drive gear, like this one. See, you can tell it's old because it's got the wear ring from the seal on it. It's going to be replaced, but we're going to use it for right now. We're going to stick it on the front of the crankshaft like that. And we've got our seal that needs to be pressed in, or we're pretending it needs to be pressed in right behind that gear. Now we're going to take our crankshaft bolt, and I think you probably see where we're going with this. And those two items together are perfectly spaced. And now we're going to just take our 24 millimeter and we're going to pretend that we're just lightly ratcheting that down, and look at that, the seal is going in, and look at that, it stops flush because the timing gear hits the oil pump. So then our seal has been perfectly pressed in, and now we just take this stuff off and set it aside. That hangs up a little bit on mine. Just the very tip of my crankshaft looks like it's been hit with a hammer or something. I need to file that burr down. And there we go. We have a perfectly installed front main seal on our Porsche 944. And then the next step will be obviously to take the new oil pump drive gear, install that, and this is the old one, but you know what I'm saying, and keep it moving. Have a great day.